Kyle, come back. Kyle, come back.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the No Sauce Podcast. John is making fun of me because that's the kind of guy he is after he just got back from Disneyland with his son. And he ate some bad Taco Bell tonight. So, good times. Welcome back to another episode, though. We're excited to be
There
back.
might be some sauce later.
No, there's not going to be any sauce later, if you want to call it. Yeah, let's not go there.
Dude,
What are you watching?
we're gonna have like a tech. I'm trying to figure out why your video's all fuzzy.
My internet sucks, dude. Like, it looks like I'm clear right
Dude,
now. I'm fuzzy
yeah,
right
and on
now?
my end, you're fuzzy like a sock, dude.
Dang it. Dang it. Okay, I'm stepping away for a second.
Step away. While Kyle's stepping away, we're gonna mock the fact that like he's got all this set up, and I don't know. It's apparently is it Kyle? No, he's not gonna be able to hear me. He stepped away because he doesn't have Bluetooth earphones or earbuds, so that's great. All of his other ones that he does during the day seem fine, but nighttime his connection sucks. Kyle, come back. Kyle, come back.
I've tried to turn off all of my stupid
Come back to the light.
Wi-Fi stuff, and it still says I have like 1 bar on my internet. Am I still fuzzy?
Yeah. Sorry,
It's
dude.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
This is a joke.
But you know what? The show must go on. That's why you don't have Comcast internet, Kyle. And now he's gone. Kyle.
You know,
We
it's
may
kind
need
of
to throw
funny. Is my internet's just showing. It says connection unstable. I don't understand what that means. Why? Like, I need to call Xfinity and be
maybe.
like, why in the world is my connection unstable?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's stupid.
I don't know. Maybe
I'm going to leave this in the
maybe
podcast,
you
everybody, so
reached
you can understand my
capacity.
frustration right now with my internet. I don't understand why it's being unstable when we're streaming one TV. That's it. One TV. So, I don't know.
Maybe like your flight the other day. Maybe your internet needs a belt extender.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha. You get jokes. Ha ha.
Got him.
Anyways,
Yeah, so
so
heard you had a little softball trip. Again, sick invite. Thanks for that. How'd it go? Did you guys
it
win?
went
You guys
okay. It
lose?
was fantastic. Let me tell you. Friday night we drove down Friday.
You drove
Friday
on
afternoon
Thursday,
went
didn't you?
no, Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
My bad.
get it right. Friday.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm so fuzzy. This makes me so mad because it's such a great story. Am I
Kyle,
still
don't think
fuzzy?
about the image. Maybe it's because you're wearing a beanie indoors.
It has nothing to do with that. It's just simply my internet sucks. Like, you're frozen right now.
Yep. Why am I
I
frozen?
never had this is okay. I guess we could say this is one benefit of direct communications. I never had this issue with my internet. You know, he's kind
Yeah, it would just. Why did you guys switch in the first place?
cheaper. We were gonna get the same speed for cheaper, but apparently it's not working when I try to record my podcast, and it's making me mad. It's literally I
Yeah.
want to say the P word, but I can't because this is a family friendly podcast.
Upset?
No, that's not a P word, John.
Peeved?
No, stop it. Now you're guessing and quit it.
Pathetic?
No, not pathetic. Just stop worrying about it.
I just don't know why. I just don't know any P word that would fit this scenario.
You do. If I was to say it, you
Pound
would like,
Town?
oh yeah, okay. So we'll leave it alone. See, and you keep freezing up too, so it's weird.
Yeah. You're fine now on my side. Like it's not the sharpest image. It might be your camera now, but like I don't think you're as fuzzy. Just don't make any sudden movements. I think you'll be fine.
It's the internet, dude. My internet is not working right when I try to do these, and it makes me mad because now I probably just went fuzzy again.
for a
No?
split
Okay,
second.
well.
For a split second. So, anyways, this ad is brought to you by Direct Communications.
Yeah,
Ah,
good times. So back to this story, and I really should get one of the guys I went to Vegas with on the podcast to talk more about the story too, because I probably won't tell it the full, like the way it should be. But anyway,
yeah.
so we go down Friday. The plan was to go to the Knights game. The Vegas Golden Knights were in town that night, so we went to that. So lo and behold, we buy these standing room only tickets. Apparently, they're standing room only tickets with no view for this
Oof.
like area up top,
Yeah,
where you're
you look
kinda
down
standing
on
in the back
everything.
away from the rail because there's like parties going on. So I couldn't even sit and really watch the game. We had to stand a little bit to see the intro, which was cool. That was way cool. And then I kind of sat back at a table that was back by one of the concession stands and watched it on the TV for about a quarter and a half.
And
And the
that's
other
not
guys
a
were
cheap
standing
ticket either.
around. It was I don't know why they sell those tickets. I guess to make money or something to experience the
Yeah.
atmosphere at the arena. But it was really bad. Like it was really bad. We left after a quarter and a half because we just didn't have the seats and it was like, we want to go. And as we're walking out of the arena, after we got outside, boom! All of a sudden, this horn goes off like super loud because the Golden Knights had scored. Like they have their horn go off outside the arena, which is
Yep.
awesome. 30 seconds later, we've taken like maybe 15, 20 steps away from our original spot. The horn goes off again. All of a sudden, 3-1 Golden Knights, and like yeah. So there was that. And then we went and hung out at the casino for a little bit at New York, and then went back to this Airbnb that we had. We were going to have 12 guys stay there, basically the 12 guys we
Oof.
went down with.
That doesn't sound
And
good.
we're hanging out at this Airbnb, and it's cozy, it's nice enough.
Yeah.
But there's cameras on the garage, at the front door, in the back on the back door, and so we don't know what to make of that. But then we get this strange message. It's about I'd probably say it's about 11:15, 11:30 at night from the co-host of this Airbnb. Hi, we noticed that you have more than the 8 people that you said were coming. We need you to have them leave, or else we'll have to cancel your reservation without a refund. What? This is 11:30. We're like, how does she know we have more than 8 people here? Like, what is she? Then we're all pointed out the cameras, and we're like, she's watching us like a hawk. We find out that the one of the cameras go into this little closet that's locked, right? And so there was that. Then we also found out that there was somebody staying in the garage. It was in the listing. We didn't really pay attention to that, but come to find out there was people staying in the garage, so that was locked off too. So,
Jeez.
anyways, in the listing it says we could have up to 10 people stay at the house, and so we negotiate with her. It was $15 per night for each of the 2 people over 8, right? So we had to pay that
Hmm.
extra. But 2 guys had to leave. So we tried to find a hotel late that night at Las Vegas so somebody could stay there for the night, because a couple guys weren't going to stay at the house the following night. Um,
Yeah.
and we tried the Orleans. I actually booked a hotel room at the Orleans because it was the cheapest at the time. But apparently, when I went over, apparently I didn't pay attention to the reservation because I went over to the Orleans to check in with this other guy, and they said the reservation was for Saturday night, not Friday night. So we're sitting at Orleans. It's probably after 12 now. It's after midnight, and we're
Yeah.
trying to figure this out. We're sitting there by the valet doors. I had just checked in the truck too for valet, thinking, okay, we're gonna leave it there for the night, and we don't have a room. So we're sitting there. I'm trying to find a room, place that'll book after midnight. I found one on Priceline, and so I book it, and
You went
we
by
drive
hour?
over there, right? And we get there, and this is probably at 1 o'clock or so in the morning, almost 1:30. And the lady's like, "Yeah, your reservation is not here." It's like, "I just booked it. It's right. I have this email. I just booked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not in our system. We don't, and we're full for the night because the national finals rodeo was in town too. So go figure. So now we're sitting in this other hotel slash casino, trying to figure out what to do. I'm trying to find a room. I'm trying to contact anybody I know that may be up. I mean, it's 1:30 in the morning now, and
Jeez.
so we finally decide we're gonna go back to the house. And I just said, I'm going to sleep in the truck so we don't get in trouble. The other guy just decided, screw it. I'm going to go lay on the couch, where I was before. And he slept on the couch. I went, tried to sleep in my truck. And I have a CPAP machine. So I sleep with that every night. I couldn't sleep with that because I didn't have power in my truck. And without that, I can't sleep real well. Then I'm scared about what's going on around the truck and everything else. And so I didn't sleep very well that first night. I actually woke up at it was probably 5 o'clock. Went to this little dive hole in the wall place for breakfast. It's actually really cool. Badger Cafe, if you ever have a chance, look it up. I was one of like two people in there, and the dude came up, took my order. I had country fried steak, scrambled eggs, that good stuff.
Typical.
And then I go back to the house at 6, walk right in. Uh, whatchamacallit, I put the pork butt on the smoker and let that smoke, and just hung out in the back, by the pool in the little area they had. And that was my first night in Las Vegas. Yeah, good times.
That's a nightmare.
And what's crazy about it is, okay, so first off, it's sketch. They're the only house that doesn't have a gate going into their front door, right? Every other house has one
Hmm.
of those like swinging gate doors that locks, right? So people can't get
Yeah.
in through the front door. They don't. Then we come to find out the actual host of the house was the person staying in the garage with his daughter, apparently, or with some young girl, apparently. One of the guys saw him walk out with her to take her to school on Monday morning. So I don't know what that was all about, but yeah. And then the other thing is, what else was there? Oh yeah, they have a sign on the back of the door. I'm going to tell you this sign. Okay, I'm going to read you this sign, and you can tell me if this is super super weird. Okay, they had
It's
a sign
already
that
weird.
said, "Listen to this. This is on the back of their front door. Okay, of the property.
Yeah.
It says, "We want to kindly ask you that if someone knocks on the door asking for the owner, you simply tell them he's not here right now. If they ask who you are, please just tell them you are family visiting and to come back another day." Why would we tell them we're family when we're obviously not? And why would we tell them, like, what are you hiding? You
It's got to be
know?
like an HOA or something like that.
Yeah, that's sketch right there. Then, um, it was and we just were like, I don't know. It was really weird that first night to start off, and then it made all this sketch around the rest of the weekend. And we had a good time. Softball didn't really go real well because I think a couple of teams sandbagged in this tournament where they were using cut bats, like they were hitting lasers, and these cut shots, and you could tell some of them were cut. But anyways,
Hmm.
and then another thing that happened, we came home Monday. One of the guys left his AirPods at the house, and he has the tracking on them so he can track where they're at because he, wanted to
Somebody
see
took
where
them.
they left them. Well, we messaged the hosts and told them that one of our guys left the AirPods. Can you mail them back to us if we send you an address? They said they didn't find any. Yet his little tracker on his iPhone shows they were at that property. Then they were
Hmm.
moving around a little bit around the property, and now they're in North Las Vegas. So, what's going on? And they never responded when we asked them about that, and we sent them a picture of like, "Hey, this is where the AirPods are." Yeah, it was quite the interesting weekend. Let's just put it that way. Um,
Kyle. Kyle. How old are you?
I am 42.
I'll be a little old for these types of stories.
I can't make this up, dude. Like I said, I should have had another player from that team on this podcast, and we're gonna get him. We're gonna get one on. Danny's gonna come join us sometime and talk about stuff. And we're gonna go over this again because he'll validate everything I've just said. It was
Dude,
sketch as all get out, dude. And
did you guys at
yeah,
least like eat all your meals together?
basically, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was super sketch. Um,
Dude,
yeah,
that's a story.
yeah, yeah.
I
I don't know what to think. And the other thing is the listing says that the person that stays in the garage doesn't have access to the house. Well, Eddie, who is the host, it's his house. He literally gave a key to one of our other guys when he got back from one of our games in between our
mhm,
breaks to get into the house. So how can you say that they don't have access to the house when they literally just handed a key over?
that's weird.
Like it's so sketch. Um,
Yeah. Well,
Good times. Yeah.
remember that listing for your next time you're in Vegas.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
get that.
We wrote up a whole Chat GPT review that we got to put on their account. So the only thing I'm a little nervous about is putting that on there, and then these two people blacklisting us for whatever reason. I don't know if they can do that or whatnot, but still, it was super sketch, super sketch.
Yeah, dude,
But we did get to watch a lot of
I
football, and you know,
I would have lost my mind. Yeah, I mean, you know how I am when I travel. I'm already kind of prissy enough, let alone having to deal with all that stuff. Like I would have found like
yeah,
if I didn't find anything like legitimate as far as hotels and stuff gone, I would have gone to like Mesquite or somewhere else, like anywhere, Henderson, and within an hour's drive. Cause yeah, dang, dude. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but fun story, I guess.
yes,
Keeps you young and you know, it's a little past your bedtime, 1:30 in the morning.
yeah. It was. I was
It's funny, dude.
exhausted, but I went 3 for 4 in our game that game on Saturday, so I feel pretty good about myself. So.
Nice. How'd the rest of the tourney go?
We went 1-2. We lost in extras on a walk-off hit in the first game on Saturday. Won our first game on Sunday, and then lost Sunday afternoon. We got to 10. It was 10-8 in that third game, and we got it to 10-8, and then we couldn't score after that, and the other team just hit the crap out of it. So, uh, it was good. It was an experience. I will say this. I'm not and not because we didn't win, but I'm not a huge fan of worlds tournaments. And the reason I say that is the breaks are too long because there's so many teams,
Yeah,
and it's just not fun waiting around so long just to play 3 games, right? Like, I
yeah.
mean, I
You could
know
play more
that
games
people
if you
say, "Well,
just
you got to
win.
win or you got to do," yeah, you do, but still, like, you got to balance it out to where teams aren't waiting 24 to 36 hours to play a ball game. I mean, that's kind of
Yeah,
what we did.
I
So,
remember our run down there in that same tournament. I think we played what three? It was like we played 3 games. They were all kind of spaced apart, and then I think we played like 4 or 5 games like in a row, back to back to back to back, until
yeah.
that final game Sunday night when we lost. And yeah, that was frustrating, but it can be a fun tournament. But the thing that pissed me off is like I was excited to go down there, Worlds in Vegas, and we never once touched, stepped a foot on the big league dream fields. We were off in like some random park, who knows
Well,
where.
if you're in D's, you won't touch them. They play D's out in like Suns. We played in Sunset Park, and BLD was saved for like the senior. stuff, even though the
Yeah.
seniors are hitting the
Or
ball harder
military
because
and
they, yeah, so,
yeah.
um, I mean, I didn't have a problem with the fields. They weren't bad. They were okay. But I mean, it's just it's hard to get excited when you're just waiting around to play so many games and a tournament like that where they don't have any rules on bats and stuff or even
Yeah.
testing because there's so many people and they just say come swing your 220. Especially with the hard balls they were using, it just
Yeah.
anybody could bring any kind of bat if it wasn't a senior bat, and so that was I don't know. I shouldn't be complaining. I'm grateful I got to go. Grateful we went. We had a good time hanging out, and there's a Lucino's Pizza. I don't know if it's Lucino's Pizza or if it's just Lucino's. It's down there off of Tropicana Avenue, kind of over by the airport. Extremely
Hmm.
good pizza rolls, calzones. Oh my gosh, like it was legit. It's like a Philadelphia restaurant type deal, but it was so good. Not gonna lie, so good.
Crab fries.
Yeah, it was super good, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Super
wish
good.
I wish wish places would have more pictures of their food, but yeah, like there's some good Yelp pictures of their pizza. Not too bad. Not too bad. Um, so that was our trip to Disney. It was obviously, trying to give my 12-year-old some time kind of away from school, and he had the whole, completely chuck filled schedule this fall with football and baseball and school starting and all that kind of stuff where um try to do something special, just have like a little reset, get him away. And it sucked that he had to miss a couple days of school, but at the same time, it was good to spend time with him and just not have to stress about things. And that's what we did most of the time while we were down there. Certainly we rushed around, got on as many rides as we could, but seasonally they change out menus at certain places, and so we went with like a list of like foods that we wanted to eat and try. And we did some damage, man.
Nice.
We had a lot of food, a lot of different desserts. And when you can have ramen and tacos and dessert in the same meal, I feel like we did pretty good. Like we didn't there were sometimes we over ordered, but that was only like one time.
Yeah.
But we shared a lot of dishes and got a lot of some pretty good stuff. Best thing was they call it I think it's the waffle Cristo. Basically, they have a sandwich there. It's the Monte Cristo. That's like a ham and cheese, turkey, whatever type sandwich that they dip in a batter and then fry it. Okay, that's kind of one of the staple things there. But what they did is this is a play off of it where they had waffle batter, meat and cheese, and then waffle batter on top, and just like a little handheld snack. Oh, I could down a few of those. It was delicious. But it was like we got a couple rides in at the morning. We did the whole rope drop thing, which meant we were up way too early, but we got a few rides done, and then we decided to just, fourth ride of the day, take it easy. We got on Pirates with our little sandwich and, spent the 15, 16, 17 minutes riding around on that, eating, drinking, and just kind of regaining some energy to take the next push. But it was good. It was
Nice.
good. I kept teasing my son, being like, "Hey, see that cute girl over there? Do you want me to introduce you? Let me be your wingman." Up, Dad. Ugh, a little grumpy,
Yeah.
but it was fun. It was
Nice.
fun. We didn't have any hotel issues. You know,
Ha ha ha.
actually, we did. We did. And so for me, this is an issue. Um, when I booked everything, it's not my first rodeo. I booked hotels all the time,
Sure.
and we get checked in, and we go up to our room. We open the door, and it's just one king bed. And I'm like, well, this is annoying. It's like it's like 7 o'clock, 7:30. Like our plan was drop our stuff off and then go over to like the downtown Disney area and get dinner and do some shopping and stuff before we head back, to and sleep and prep for the next day, right? Then that happens. I'm like, okay, do I want to waste the 10 to 15 minutes to go back down to the front desk, ask them to change rooms, then get into our new room. And I was like, forget it. Threw our stuff in there and just went at it, right? Got out of, got our food, got dinner, and then slept. Okay. I have never been clawed to death in my sleep ever until this trip. And I never said anything to him because I don't want to like hurt his feelings. My kid has some talons on his feet. And it's like he sleeps in like a shape of a K, just like one leg, like it, just the most awkward position. And so at one point, I just kicked his foot away from mine because he was over the border wall.
Yeah.
And like my wife, who I love, but she and I draw that battlefield. Line up pillows where it's when it's
So
time
why
for
didn't you
bed.
line up a pillow, dummy?
Because it's a hotel room. They only had
You
four
get
pillows.
8 pillows.
No, no, they only gave us four pillows total.
Okay, so take 2
Total.
of the pillows and put them in between you.
No, Kyle, I sleep with two pillows, one at my head and then one I kind of like lay on and stuff, like a body pillow of sorts.
Then bring
Okay,
your own freaking body pillow.
Kyle. Okay,
You're
not all
such
of
a
us got to
diva.
drive. I had to jump on a plane to get there, so I couldn't
Such a
just
diva.
pack whatever.
Such a diva.
Ugh. But yeah, yeah. It. Other than that, it was good. So that was our only like, you know, lodging issue. Other than that, though, it was nice and good. I love it when it like, especially when I'm traveling with the family. I love it having a hotel room that has a mini fridge. Throw some cold drinks in there, some water, some
Sure.
soda. In the mornings, like some snacks. We just grab snacks, grab drinks, and then head to the park. I don't
Yeah.
have to spend, I don't have to stop, go to Starbucks or McDonald's or anything like that, and just get right into the parks and stuff, and have a beverage, a little string cheese, some crackers. It was good. Good.
So how fuzzy am I right now?
No, you've been good since we've gotten going. Maybe it's just your internet needed to warm up.
It still says it's unstable. I'm looking at it right now. It's really weird.
Literally, as we're just talking, you froze for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's so strange. I don't know what's going on with it. It kind of makes me mad. Maybe I'll just have to do it from my kitchen now from now on. Take my camera down and my microphone and all that stuff and do it in my kitchen so that I'm closer to my router.
Is Cooper upstairs?
He's in bed, or he's sitting out watching something. So
Well, that's what I mean. Like, is his bedroom upstairs or is it downstairs?
no, it's upstairs.
Oh, so it
All the
might it
bedrooms are
might even
upstairs.
it might even be better to do it down there, so it's not like right there, so we
Well, if
can
we
be
don't do it
loud.
at like 10 o'clock at night, yeah, maybe, but still,
No. Listen, those 10 o'clock at night streams have been your fault. Oh, we're just driving back from my parents' house.
it's true though. Leave me alone.
Um, can I share one more like gripe about the world? Promise
Sure.
it's a good one. Um, don't have your kid ever take band. Don't ever. 'Cause you know what we did tonight? We left the house at 5:05, and we didn't get home until 8:15, or just right before I called you or jumped on this. And to watch my son play 2.5 minutes worth of songs. That was it. Like he literally played two songs that were like about a minute and then a minute and a half, and it took 3 hours.
Do you want me to play a violin for you?
I'm just sharing some wisdom, dude. Don't have your kid take band. It was. I mean, I'm all for the arts and stuff, so obviously I'm being a little facetious, but like, really, can't have him play a little bit more, make it a little bit more worth our time. I don't know, or like instead of trying to have every single band all play at the same time, maybe be like, hey, we're gonna have the brass people play a second show, and we're gonna have the woodwinds play the first show. So that way the woodwinds can get in and out and get out of there. But no, every class had played two songs twice, two different shows. And it
Hmm.
was like the first show that we went to ran a little long. And then the teacher's like, okay, okay, guys, we're gonna be back here at 6:40. I looked down at my phone. It was already 6:40. And she's like, oh, okay, well, never mind. 5 minutes, kids. 5 minutes, I need you back in your seats. Go say hi to your parents and all this stuff. Like, really, you think 5 minutes is enough time for them to jump down from their seats? Like over 200 to 300 kids, go say hi to their parents, get their bouquet of flowers, and then get back in their seats? Not a chance. As we were departing out, she was like, "Oh yeah, so the second show will be done around 7:15. 7:20, we leave Taco Bell to go back to the school." I'm like, "Oh crap, well, maybe he's got his stuff, maybe he's sitting out front." No. Drop my wife off 7:25. She's supposed to go in and get him, and so I'm like circling the parking lot because there's no parking.
Right.
Finally find a spot like across the street at the park. And I text my wife, "Hey, let me know when you've got the kids so I can come back." And 2 3 minutes goes by. Yep, sounds good. I'll bring them out when I get them. She wasn't even in the auditorium because they were still playing. We're like 10 minutes over. 10 minutes later, I'm like, "Hey, where are we at? Not feeling the greatest. Taco Bell's not being my friend right now. Really would like to know if I have time to like either run in there and use the restroom or run home or something." And yeah, no, I don't know, John. The doors are closed. They won't let me in. This is like 20 minutes after they said when it would be done. Okay. When you're not feeling well and Taco Bell is running through you, I need some solidified times here. And then 5 minutes later, my wife texts back, "Oh, okay, yeah, the show's over. Cool, awesome. See you in 2 minutes." So like drive over to the school across the street, get in like the little queue, and then I don't see her. So I was like, okay, I'll circle around. I found a closer parking spot, so park there. I'm just sitting there kind of waiting. 10 minutes goes by. I'm walking outside now because I haven't seen our kid yet. This kid's off like running around, goofing around with his kids, who knows what. So yeah, don't have your kids play band, people, and don't get Comcast internet. Those are my two tips for the night.
Yeah, nice. Well played. Well played.
Yeah, yeah.
I swear I had
But
another
but hey,
story. Oh,
direct.
did I tell you?
Hold on,
Go
hold
ahead.
on, hold on. Little plug. Hey, direct communication. If you see this, and we'll tag you on Twitter and stuff. If you would like to sponsor the show by getting Kyle better internet,
I did have direct
let us know.
communication. I never had this issue where it was always
I
unstable
know,
like
but that's
this.
that's what I'm saying. Like maybe we get you some free better internet. Direct
Maybe.
communications, hit us up. You know you've got like 50,000 people out here in Eagle Mountain that are like,
It's just so expensive. We didn't want to. That's my problem. I'm
I
paying
know,
50
I know,
bucks less for internet right now.
I get it, but aren't you guys work from home? You guys work remotely, right?
Yeah.
Do, don't your companies help cover the cost of that?
Nope. Not that I know of. So
Maybe
I
it's
don't
worth
know.
a question.
I guess maybe it is.
Anyways, I
So
interrupted you. Go ahead.
I got the number one seed in my big money league. I'm pretty happy about that.
Nice. I'm the
Yeah.
5 seed.
I won. I believe it was won 5 in a row to get that down the stretch.
Nice.
I want to
Nice.
say that was um
Dude, how? Okay, so I'll be honest. I have
no,
not paid it
4 in a row.
a
Sorry.
lick of attention. I haven't paid any attention to the game tonight. It is 6-9 right
I
now
know,
in
I
the
know. I've been
fourth
watching.
quarter.
It's raining right now in San Francisco, in Santa Clara, though, so it's a little bit of a wet one.
Like
So
this
I'm
is
kind of glad that I
ridiculous.
didn't. I didn't have to play. You know, I don't. I have. I don't have. My team doesn't have to play today because I have Garendo that's running back for San Francisco and Kyron Williams right now for the Rams, and they're not having good games. So
Yeah. Well, I
fortunate
have
there.
Kittle who has 61 yards receiving.
Yeah,
Like,
he's doing all right. Kyron Williams has 10 points and Garendo has 9. So it's
yeah, and
crazy that there's only 2 minutes left in that ball game too.
I was contemplating starting Stafford over Mahomes this week, and I'm glad I didn't because he's only got like 7.5 points.
It's because you're not throwing the
146 yards,
football
and
at
that
all, man.
that explains it. Yeah, but I looked at the matchup going in. I was like, this is gonna be a high scoring event, dude. 9-6. When was the last time you saw a game single digits in the NFL?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
And if anybody knows the last time it happened, let us know. Not like 36-0, but both teams not scoring.
I
Well,
had
I'm
Stafford in
assuming
another league, and I dropped him for Bo Nix.
it's probably
So
good.
we'll see. We'll
It's
see.
probably
Bo
good.
Nix has been really good on my money league that I'm playing in, so I picked him up in another league too. So we'll see what he does.
So here's a question. Bucky Irving.
Okay.
He only played a little bit last week because
Yeah,
his
because Rashad
back
White was the
issues.
hot hand. Yeah,
Well, no, like he was hurt, and so they basically Rashad White
went with the
carried
hot
things.
hand, Rashad White.
And yeah, so he's questionable going into Sunday. Do I play? Do I leave him on the bench and substitute in? I would substitute in DK, but DK hasn't been good since week 7, and he's facing a good Green Bay secondary. So I was thinking going with Adam Thielen against the
I would go with
Cowboys.
Adam Thielen if you have Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen is a
Yeah,
monster right now,
yeah,
and
that's
Bryce
what I was
Young looks
thinking.
for him so much.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it'll be
Yeah,
Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen as my wide receivers.
yeah.
I'm playing the double tight end with Kelsey and Kittle. I just need
Interesting.
Kamara and Cook, man. It was not a good week last week for Cook. Like,
Yeah, I know. I played against him last week, and he didn't do anything. So it helped me win the 1 seed in my league. So I'm happy.
dude, Josh Allen, like,
Had 50 something. Had 50 points last week. That's the most
yeah.
by a quarterback ever. They said.
And you would think that like with the amount of passes that he was throwing and stuff, that like James Cook would have caught a couple. But
Yeah,
no, he didn't
negative points
target
for him.
him at all, really. So hopefully that changes this week. Problem is, it's going up against a good Lions defense in Detroit. So I don't know. I don't know. I'll be pissed if I lose this week. But at least I made the playoffs. No Shiva Bowl, no
the
you know Losers
Shiva
Bowl or
Bowl.
anything for me. So
Yeah, that was. If you haven't seen the league, folks, go watch the league. It's a great show.
it is.
Fantastic.
It is
So
is very funny. Very
we're not going to
funny.
talk too long tonight. It's a Thursday night. We're both tired. John's still not
Yep,
feeling good from eating bad Taco Bell. You can see
dude,
it on
and
his
just
face.
the lack of the
Look at
lack
that
of
poor
sleep too.
face.
And dude, so our flight home yesterday got delayed. I think 2.5 hours, something like that, because the call light. Like when you hear the bells, like the
Yep.
ding ding,
Yep.
like the pilot's trying to communicate with the flight attendants,
Yep.
or is that what they call them? I think it's flight attendants.
Yes. Flight
Um,
attendants.
that light that goes on was broken,
Oh,
or like it shorted out or something, and so they spent 2.5 hours replacing that. Which, if you know anything about the airport in Santa Ana, it shuts down at 10 o'clock because of a noise ordinance.
yeah.
So we got dangerously close to being stuck in Santa Ana for the night
Should have made
because
better
of
life decisions. Should have made
because
better
of a
life
light
decisions.
bulb, a light bulb.
Yeah. Should have made better
So
life decisions, bud.
so yeah, I didn't sleep well. Taco Bell's not making me feel great. So yeah, I'm feeling a little under the weather. But at
Yeah.
least I'm not wearing a beanie inside.
You know what? It was just sitting around. I figured, why not? I don't care. Shut your mouth. Leave me alone. Don't make fun of my dress, my outfit.
Which by the way, I don't know that like you and we have the head shape for beanies.
I know it looks a little off, doesn't it? I
Like
look
I
like I
look
have. It
like I
doesn't look
love a
good.
good beanie. I love a good beanie. They feel like they're nice and comfortable, but I
Yeah.
look at it, I'm like, ugh,
Yeah, I'm the same way, but you know what? It
not a.
was sitting right here, so I didn't wanna get up and go get one of my other hats, so leave me alone.
Oh, do you have hat hair?
No, I just didn't wanna I wanted to have something on my head. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
God, you're
you have
such
to
a
have hair to have
mm.
hat hair.
And with that said, we're going to end this episode of the No Sauce Podcast. So everybody, subscribe, hit the like button, give us a like. Go
Yep.
follow us on Instagram. We're going to be posting a lot there now that I've set that up. It is no_sauce_podcast. So go check that out.
What's that
There'll be a
again?
link in the
No
description so you can
underscore
find
what?
that. Well, I already followed you, so you should have followed back, but you haven't yet. So you need to get on that.
Oh, well, hey, I'm going to do that right now.
Yeah. Anyways, everybody, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next episode of the No Sauce Podcast with Kyle and John.